Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching The Wire.
First episode of season 3.
Yes.
We are here, we're starting a new season.
We are very excited. We were supposed to watch this yesterday, but we didn't have time. Do you want to know why? We were buying some tickets.
I literally did not know where we were going with this. I literally have no clue.
What do you mean? That's the thing that I'm most excited about, you know?
Tell them.
We're going to Eras tour.
We were just buying tickets yesterday.
Yes, very excited.
It's harder than anything else. Like this is a big year for us. I mean, not like this year,
but this is
a big year. Like we're going to see first like my favorites of all time, The National, and I'm also going to see Florence and the Machine in like a month. And then like we'll see Taylor Swift next year.
Unfortunately, next year. I don't know who's gonna wait. I hate it because like it would make more sense if it was like later this year, you know, selling tickets later this year, not in May next year, you know. We're in July, 10 more months.
Because we're going in Stockholm.
That's the only city that accepts us. Yeah, we literally signed for every single city in Europe.
I mean, it's only males.
Exactly, but for Amsterdam, fucking Amsterdam, I think we signed for 4 emails.
We got on a
wait listed for every single one of them. And I wanted to go there so badly because like Lola and I, that was our first trip together. Like 2019, we went to Amsterdam by ourselves. We had such a good time. And since that day, like no matter what we visited, no matter where we were later, we always compared it to Amsterdam for some unapparent reason, you know. I mean, it's beautiful. But like I think it's mostly because it was like our first trip.
Yeah.
And I just want to go again. Yeah. So this was a perfect time.
And we went there broke. Like I'm now thinking about it. I have no idea how we survived on that amount of money. I have no idea.
We didn't have money at all when we went there.
We were like 21. Went on I don't know how. Were we 21? How?
We were 23.
23?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
We weren't 23. That was a pandemic. We were 23 when the pandemic hit.
2019, we are 96, 23.
Oh, 2020. Okay, sure. Sure, we were 23, I guess then. Shocking. Shocking information.
That was the first time that like you and me went somewhere alone, having to think all by ourselves, you know?
Yeah. We didn't have like anyone more adult.
I mean, we went with friends on trips to sea or something like that, but that was multiple people, you know?
And that was close.
Close. Country where you speak the same language, literally. But this was a bit different, and we were really broke at that point.
We were staying in a room with like there was a guy Jimmy that was like 50 years old and came for surgery. And there was like 2 other people that kept like interchanging. Yeah, it was a fun time.
It was a good time, and especially now we have stories to tell about that time. You know, stories, funny stories. But again, Taylor Swift didn't accept us. We couldn't go to Amsterdam again. So like Stockholm it is.
I always wanted to visit Stockholm.
Visited Stockholm. It's very nice. Not Amsterdam though, but like very nice, you know. Loved it. I was a kid when I went there. So like I want to go there. Because like when I went there, that was my first big trip, you know. My first out of country. My first flight was to Stockholm, so like, and I was in awe. I loved everything, you know, but like I think I would want to see it now when I'm older. Thank God I will.
Next year
in May.
Anyways, you're not here for that.
Yeah,
you're not here for that. This is 5 minutes of us rambling. But like it's a part of the like agreement. Like you watch shows with us, but then we tell you irrelevant facts about us. I mean, irrelevant to you, relevant to us.
Yes, very relevant. But yeah, this is the first episode of season 3. We finished season 2. I am very sad that we finished season 2. I think it's just gonna hit me at some point, honestly, because like we finished one story that like I really grew to love. I really grew to care for. So I think it's literally just gonna hit me when we don't see them anymore.
Now when you start and it's someone else. Like
imagine if at the season 5 we see Ziggy at all of a sudden. I would bawl my fucking eyes out. Imagine. Literally.
I don't think we're gonna see him. I don't think so either. That would be a lot, I think. I
mean, Frank we can't see, he's dead.
What a nice segue.
If you forgot, let me just remind you what happened.
No, I really loved season 2 a lot. I thought it was great. I'm gonna really I'm gonna really miss it now. Now we're gonna go into something new. I mean, it's still gonna be familiar because like what I think we're doing now in this season, I think it's gonna be like Stringer and Avon and them sort of going up against each other potentially because like there's something brewing between them. And so like I think we're gonna explore that more. And like that's what I'm like expecting this season to be about. Like I'm gonna assume that we're gonna have like new characters, but like new characters that are in that drug world and connected to like Stringer or Avon or something like that. Like kind of that's what I'm expecting. I mean, it might be like a third storyline, but like I don't know.
I somehow think it's all those storylines, even if there is a third storyline, it's gonna be connected somehow to Barksdale and like a drug or at least drug or police or something like that, you know? Yeah. Because we have new characters, like we have Brother and we have the new guy that we haven't seen in the last episode, but like we met him a few episodes ago.
Yeah, he's
from the police.
In the police, yeah.
So like maybe we're gonna see his department, what he's doing or something like that.
He seemed very interesting to me in that like 2 scenes that we saw him in. Like the things that he said, I was like, oh, keep talking. Like there was something there.
But I saw a comment that somebody said like something along the lines like this is season 3 is a prologue to season 4.
Oh, like okay. Just like
meaning like it's so good, but like then season 4 comes and like
it's the peak.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe season 5 is a bit different story. I'm not sure. I have no idea. But like I have from that comment I got that like those two are kind of connected, or at least that we connect the Barksdale
like
story.
It would make sense if we're still like in the drug world. That,
if
like,
you're
it makes sense. I am very excited to see what happens. I'm very excited to see what happens with Omar as well, because like he wants to punish Stringer like giving him a wrong lead and like lying to him. We don't know in what way. We don't know what he is thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think Omar should die in this show.
Well, I mean, he shouldn't, but I think he will.
I don't know. It's just the fact that like we always thought that he's gonna die. Yeah. And watching this show, I just don't think he should die. Like if you kill him off, I think that's a mistake. That's my opinion.
I get it, but I see him more as dead than like alive.
Dead is gonna be a big
but like I don't see him dead. I don't know how I see him dead, you know what I mean? Like I don't see him dead and then like anyone can get him technically, you know? Like I don't think fucking Stringer could like pay someone to get rid of him. I don't think Brothers could do it. I can't see anything like that. So like then technically I don't know how he would die.
Again, depends if he's a main character, because like so far he hasn't been. So like as a side character, I don't think he should die. If he's gonna have as much storyline as he had, let's say in season 2, or somewhere between season 1 and season 2, you know, like I just don't think he should die. He should just like stay untouchable, in my mind. I don't think that's gonna happen, or I don't know. It depends. Again, we're gonna see how much he's in the story. I just remembered. While editing last night, I just remember how we always thought he was gonna die during the whole first season. I mean, technically nothing has changed, but like he was so much less in season 2. So like in my mind, it depends if he is more main character or less main character, you know?
I mean, I guess we'll see, because like I think we're going back to the drug world, so I feel like we could have more of him and like more of Bob's, because like he also took a back seat in season 2. We just saw him a bit here and there. I think we might see them now more often if we are, let's say, going back into that world. And we would see more of like Bodhi and things like that. And I just really love Bodhi, so I would like to see more of him as well. Even though, again, like, I don't like it because like I don't think it's a good ending. I don't think it's going to be happy. So I just think it's going to be a very rough thing to watch.
I agree. I think with Bodhi, I think I'm gonna always love him. I think I'm gonna always have a special heart, no matter what he does. Yeah. It just because I watched him as a kid becoming this. I just think that like potentially we are not gonna like the things he does at all.
Yeah. Well.
Nor do we at this point. He went there, opened fire. Kid is dead because of him. Yeah. You know. Yeah. And stuff like that. So like I think, but like again, still have a special like soft spot for him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel a lot of love.
He's similar to Wallace with me, just like the two of them went in completely different paths.
Yeah, but like
unfortunately
still, like,
for both.
17. Yeah, he's 17. What are we talking about? But yeah, I wanna see more of him as well. And like our guys are all together now. Technically, they're all gonna be working together, going forward. And so like that's always gonna be fun. Basically, kind of that's where we are. That's where we are. Let's see what season 3 is gonna bring. Let's see who sings the intro song now.
Yeah, different.
That's gonna be fun. Okay,
let's watch.
Oh.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm kind of sad. Them towers be home to me. You gonna cry the housing project now?
What is happening with towers?
Motherfuckers up a long time ago, you asked me.
I mean, our 3 sharing them.
A few moments from now, Franklin Terrace Towers, behind me, which sadly came to represent some of this city's most entrenched problems, will be gone.
Y'all talking about stealing concrete, man. Stealing fucking concrete, man. I'm talking about people, memories and shit. Look, they gonna tear this building down, they gonna build some new shit. But people, they don't give a fuck about people.
You are very soon going to see low and moderately priced houses built in their place.
Shit, man, no matter how many times you get burnt, man, just keep on doing the same. Nigga, do not learn.
Now, what do you say? Are you ready for a new Baltimore?
New Baltimore. Or Baltimore with makeup.
Shit, I feel like I don't got no home there.
3, 2, 1.
Is it the same song? I hate him.
Literally.
Oh god, it's children. I saw children. Literally. I can't.
Who was that?
I don't know. I didn't recognize him. Who did you think it was?
For a second, like, Perez's father-in-law, like,
oh.
It was like younger version.
Oh.
Definitely not.
What is the quote? You just keep doing the same about it.
I mean, he already said it.
Yeah. Is it the pretty one? It is. Hi, where were you?
See?
God, I still like Cheese has such a forgettable face to me. I have no idea who Cheese is at any point in time.
Saddle up and put another bat on the motherfucker.
Settle up and put another bet.
Mayor said he need to deal with me today, or I'm gonna take it to someone who can handle it.
Well, you do have an ear.
Who are you?
I think I'm gonna recognize Cheese the next time.
Great, you're gonna have to tell me.
Call comes into Cheese's number 2. He whispers in the man's ear and off they go.
As long as I only go so far, well then, it's all done as a face-to-face meeting.
3 months. And we've yet to hear his voice.
Oh. Is Cheese our big problem? I don't know, his name is Cheese. I can't take him seriously.
You got a bed, remember?
All of them.
Hey, son, step light. Yo, was that the stitch? Fuck. We just went across Schmicker in an alley headed for Gilmore.
These kids just keep playing like nothing's happening.
I think he's gonna somehow.
Hey, listen to me, you little fucking piece of shit! I'm gonna tell you one thing and one thing only about the Western boys who are playing with. We do not lose! And we do not forget! And we do not give up! Ever! So I'm only gonna say this one time. If you march your ass out here right now and put the bracelets on, we will not kick the living shit out of you!
What a loser.
But if you make us go into the readings for you, or if you make us come back out here tomorrow night, catch you on the corner, I swear to fucking Christ, we will beat you longer and harder than you beat your own dick!
Calm the fuck down. What
Because
is
you do
wrong
not
with
get
him?
to win, shitbird! We do!
It's a win. You know what I mean? Like, this is not even about anything. This is about, like, who wins, who loses. We do not get to win.
We need to take the rest of the
Who wins?
and all them Fayette Street corners.
Take him. Take him how, Mr. Bodie?
Say fucking and take them.
Nigga, you ain't got the floor. She don't recognize your ass. Take him how?
Fucking class.
let them fed niggas know, you know, we serious, right?
Nah, man, we done worrying about territory, man. What corner we got, what project. Game ain't about that no more. It's about product.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the best goddamn product, so we gonna sell no matter where we are, right? Cherry recognize Slim Charles.
Shit. Our people got this thing somewhere, don't it?
Okay, he was walking with them in the beginning,
The world don't
I
mean
think.
nothing if you constantly getting your ass whooped for standing on another fool's corner.
Right. We had 6 of the towers on the terrace, right? All running 24/7, but 3 of those we had to get the Pop Joe's people to upgrade the package that we was putting out there, right? Now, how much you think we lost in the deal? All right, the answer is we made more. And our profit went up like 8-9%. Yo, get it straight. Your territory ain't gonna mean shit if your product is weak. Territory ain't shit. Especially when you consider it's the fight for the territory that be bringing the bodies and the bodies that bring the police.
Yeah, but how we gonna stand?
Yo, she ain't recognize your ass, man.
How we gonna stand on some? Come on, man. How we gonna stand on some corner that's not out?
We got the best product, right? So the chances are we gonna be able to bring in the competition by offering the re-up with us from an hour package. Until then, Mr. Charles, we gonna handle this shit like businessmen. Sell the shit, make the profit, and later for that gangster bullshit.
Do the chick know we gonna look like some punk ass bitches out there?
Motherfucker, I will punk their ass.
Yo, Frank, who did have the floor?
Shut the fuck up, man. This nigga too ignorant to have the fucking floor.
Who's that? I like him.
Y'all niggas need to start looking at the world in a new fucking light. Start thinking about this shit like some grown fucking men. Not some niggas off the fucking corner, you heard me?
Isn't that a bit ironic? You fucking raised them to be this. And now you're suddenly like, oh no, let's
Your asses.
fucking switch it up. And then you're wondering, think like some grown man, you're talking to 17-year-olds.
Yo, my shit.
Has your girlfriend given birth?
So far, we've been up on some of these cell phones for nearly 6 months. The only drug talk we have is from street-level small fry.
So the feeling is that maybe 2 weeks from now, we don't go back to the court for another extension.
We charge what we have. We try to roll someone up at Cheese or one of Joe's other lieutenants.
Are you kidding? We don't have a case worth making.
And at this rate, we never will.
So I guarantee if we can push this thing a level or 2 above the street, we're going to start seeing Prop Joe himself. We start seeing Joe, we're going to see Stringer.
I can't ask for more time on a water that's going nowhere.
Yeah.
Baker?
Yes, sir.
I think, well, something has to
Must
happen.
be Castor.
Yes, sir.
That was the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any kind of lawyer, Castor?
No, that wasn't the picture.
Okay.
That was the guy.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
You are.
Yes.
And that means I gotta explain to your next of kin how you went and got yourselves killed on my watch.
Sir, we're at 1034 North Mount, first floor rear.
Good. Now which way's north?
I wouldn't even know. Literally wouldn't even know where to guess.
That's east. Compasses. Until you learn that much, you carry one.
I mean, I'm sitting here. I don't know where, like, north is right now.
Western.
Like, I need to look at the sun.
Yeah,
I need to look at the sun.
It would take me a second to think just like of overall map and Wilburg radius and in which direction.
Yeah, but like, I don't know which direction I'm facing in Bel. Okay, I would know actually, sure.
Yeah, I would know.
You actually,
Yeah.
Bert, you're in handcuffs in my house looking stupid, ain't you?
Shut the fuck up. I can't stand you.
You have a drug charge here?
Loitering in a designated drug-free zone.
Let
Loitering.
me rephrase. Do we have drugs?
He raised up when we hit his corner and grabbed his bag. We pursued and recovered the bag.
But no drugs.
And there's the
Western District, man.
So what did we learn? Using half my district canine in the copter to bring a 14-year-old to bed? What did we learn?
That you can't raise up and run from a drug corner in Sector 1 without my boot finding your ass.
What
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god. How do you keep work?
How is this even possible? It's a fucking...
Oh, this is gonna be one of those seasons. I'm gonna be fucking raging. Hi, boy. Like this one, me. Like next previous season, they could be funny because they had no kids to beat up.
Kids to beat up.
Fucking pathetic losers. Not you boys.
Wait, is that cheese?
Is it? See what I mean? I don't know what he looks like. I don't know this one.
No, I mean...
Never seen him live.
Don't touch him.
Who are you? Are you
fucking touch
anyone?
him.
We'll come back and pay for everything, I promise you.
I don't think that's cheese.
I don't think so either.
So like no one knows how cheese looks like here.
No, I don't think. Oh.
Hey, at this young man, we got a little bad game on.
I'm still just waiting for his friend to die. Like it's gonna happen.
I don't want that.
Me neither, but like it's gonna happen.
I'm sure he's got a handle on our response. I do indeed.
Who did you see?
A little finger, I think that's a little finger.
Where? I don't know where.
I'm pretty confident it's a little finger.
Thank you, Deputy.
Thomas.
Anything else?
Oh my god.
That's in there in the orange.
That's Drake.
Drag.
That's the best hope.
Toughest motherfucker I ever heard on a wiretap. Yeah, listen.
When was the last time you heard that on a wire?
Thing doesn't report to anyone that matters. But if we take them off with a hand-to-hand, they gotta promote someone to replace him. And why Drake?
One thing about our boy?
That's Prop Joe's nephew.
Oh.
That's the mama's side.
I can't look at them.
Some guy grabs Dominic's arm and off he goes. Guy says, Christ, Dominic, you just called the president of the United States an SOB. He shrugs and says, fuck him, I don't need him, you lost. And that is from whence I come, proud son of the fighting 1st District.
Okay.
I don't want to be just another old doom like Dominic DePietro, warm in the backbench. Not the way things are right now in the city. Schools and crime. And there goes our tax base right across the line, and the mayor's acting like a 10% bump in the murder rate is business as usual. If you were smart, you'd come to me when the mayor shorts you. Not publicly, I know you can't cross the mayor publicly, but backdoor, you come to me and I can use that subcommittee to give you what you need.
More money to the police. I feel like that means absolutely nothing.
I can help you, and we can turn this
But long
city
ago,
around.
when I was just starting out in the department, I had the good fortune to be taught a little something about chain of command. And right now, in my capacity as acting commissioner, I report to Mayor Royce.
So what do you need to say?
Interesting.
Getting out tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Why you trying to reach out? What you gonna do first?
Huh?
Oh,
I know this actor, but where do I know him?
I'm gonna kill myself, I don't realize. I know him very good.
I mean,
Very well.
I don't know. I mean, he's speaking to Weebay. That's not a good thing, but like,
Is he?
where do I know him from? I don't know. I just hate this. Where do I know
Oh my
him
god. Is he not?
from? God, he fucking runs this place.
Which show do I know him from?
today,
Then you go in,
then you come out.
I don't know. I've been 14 years.
Oh my god.
But you're still a soldier, right?
He doesn't sound like a soldier now.
A lot of things are different now since you've been up in here. You'll see. A lot of changes. Yeah, no doubt. But I mean, you know, shit, some things that stay the same, man. I mean, the game is the game. Yeah, the first parole hearing, I'm out. For real. Shit is fixed right. I come home.
This doesn't seem like he's gonna come
It's
home.
gonna be a little hell to be paid. You know what I mean? A good soldier ain't gonna lack for work.
Doesn't seem like he wants to.
The young man broke him.
Well, depends what broke means to you.
Yeah.
Shot a lot in Davis. Broad daylight. They picked up the phone down 911. Told the police I just shot a nigga, come get him. And do they break it?
So he shot someone and called the police?
So if you just take the short money, we'll get back at you tomorrow and we'll get you on the comeback.
What makes you think they'll promote the wrong man? We do it all the time.
Bold thing to
Speaking
say.
of promotions,
Literally.
I sent yours over to the hall as promised. Alright. Well, the mayor's holding it up. My understanding is he wants to know what your wife is doing.
My wife?
Yeah. There's a rumor that she's going to take a run at the council seat. Maybe try to knock off Unetta Perkins. But the mayor counts Unetta as an ally.
Our deal was for a permanent unit in the next vacancy for Major.
You got your unit. And I sent your name over to the hall. I kept my word.
Dad, can I have a hot dog?
Oh my god, it's his child?
Yes. So cute. Adorable. Oh.
Yeah, maybe he's... He said like they're she's supposed to get them to him on the 4th.
That's the friend? Nah, he's in the kick. Hunt down all that metal, lugged it around like a dog. And nearly get killed over a scratch of metal, so now I gotta beg for my life. And then I'm begging again for half a shot.
My boy.
I swear to God, man, I'm not even hiding.
We just missed the foul. Oh.
Yeah?
Our seeds are great. We're practically on the field. Yeah, my friend, Janice, he gets hoop in the seats in there.
Come on.
No, you guys go. Your dad hasn't seen you all week. Now, don't take their jackets off because Sean's just getting over a cold.
Oh, is he gonna even...
Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Dennis Kirby. Great kid.
Don't stay till last in you because it's his full name.
Jimmy, behave. You're in front of your children. Who got shot? We heard gunshots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola. Christ, what?
Oh, that's the ones that we hear.
That's the one, yeah.
Call Crutchfield, see if he's back from the Westport scene. If not, call Buck at home. Hey, fuck his off day.
They're not happy because they're not down there.
I'm thinking of becoming a woman.
Look at son like that.
They have to go.
I'm at the ball game. The ball game.
I would literally not answer. I am off.
You believe this? They caught 5 tonight. They're telling me I gotta come in on my day off.
The only thing that can make him excited.
Mr. Jimmy's gonna...
The last person I would trust my child with would be Jimmy.
God.
I hate that.
Is it Lost? Is it The Walking Dead? One or the other, I think.
It's The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead.
I think it's The Walking Dead. He's the one that dies, right? Now when I see him walking in abandoned streets, Walking Dead vibes. Oh, he could be a very interesting character.
Take your time, Major.
Rolls is such an asshole, but like he's just so funny to me.
So what you are in effect saying, Major, is rather than looking at this cluster of robberies you had along Monument Street, you chose to investigate each using separate personnel.
My people had responsibility.
God damn it, Martin. Did you just invoke the word responsibility to explain why you didn't get on top of this shit? Did you just do that?
I don't think you know what the word means.
Based on your testimony, the by itself will be enough to charge you. Get him saying something on tape, it's even better.
This guy's right and ridicule. It ain't no thing.
Why do I always think bad things are gonna happen?
Me too. When he said like it's fine, ain't no
exactly
problem. I'm like, are you gonna get shot?
Literally.
I guess things are not that good with his wife. I mean, last time he was sleeping in a separate room.
Alright, track is depending on the people.
You good now? That's it.
Take it down.
Is everything fine? Okay, everything seems fine.
Somebody snitching! Shut the fuck up! Let's go, man.
Thank you. Great actors.
This is Cuddy. So I got to call for help.
Did I say his name was... This is... Cuddy?
Well, I heard about you, man. I need your name is to ring out.
You got something for me?
But when you're ready, got some real work for you, huh?
We were just talking about you.
Really?
You know Denise from the sorority. Charles, of course.
We were saying you fill out a lieutenant's uniform nicely. Makes an impression on the campaign lid. Amal is a new face, taking on a long time in coming. Everything matters, I'm afraid. Well, anything I can do to help.
They're not even together.
Who called him?
They're fucking ridiculous though, then. Oh.
That idiot works for us, he'd be a deputy commissioner by now.
No luck at all in this case.
What does South Beach have to teach this department about making Baltimore a safer place, Commissioner? I have no idea, and you have no idea, and it is an embarrassment.
I mean, the police department is an embarrassment, but like on so many other different levels.
I want to thank you for this.
No problem.
It's not easy, I know, but they seem to think it matters that I present myself as...
I'm fine. All those years you were all about my career. When the It's the least I can do, right?
Is there any way for you to talk to this guy? Keep him from crawling up my ass?
He's old first district. Not a lot of favors we can call in over that side of town.
Well, we've got to show him something, right?
4 to 5% drop in felonies.
And murders. Get murders down to under 250 for the year.
All due respect, Mr. Mayor, we're at 232 now. Our best case scenario, if we bump overtime, is 275, maybe.
275? This asshole Carcade. That's no issue.
It's all about fucking numbers.
Literally.
Interesting. What is happening here now?
Gentlemen, the word from on high is that felony rates, district by district, will decline by 5% before the end of the year.
We are dealing in certainties. You will reduce the UCR felonies by 5% or more, or let no man come back alive.
In addition, we will hold this year's murders to 275 or less.
How do you hold murders to
Feel a little phased, Colonel Forster? I don't care how you do it. Just fucking do it.
Deputy, as familiar as we all are with the urban crime environment, I think we all understand there's certain processes by which you can reduce the number of overall felonies. You can reclassify an ag assault, or you can impound a robbery, but how do you make a body disappear?
There isn't one of you in this room who isn't here by appointment. You will shut up and step up. Any of you who can't bring in the numbers we need will be replaced by someone.
There's always someone who has to be annoying him. Without Jimmy.
Look at his face. He's red.
Oh. Bunny.
Bunny.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Come down early 2 years ago when there's a real bastard on the street. You're telling me we're gonna let that same son of a bitch beat me again?
Beat me again.
Like stray a bell around the board. Collect another fucking 200 million.
There's other fish in the barrel, but not
String's the target. There isn't a better fucker out there. You know it, Lieutenant.
He has unfinished business with
Yeah.
Stringer. It's like personal.
It's you against the world, is it?
What did I do?
Saying that, my boy.
You got a need. You talk to one of the youngsters. I ain't in the market. I'm selling. You look like the right person to be talking to, Chief. You seem like you steady running this shit here. I just finished a 14-year bid in Justin. Got a package as a coming home present. G-Pack.
But why not sell that shit to your own self?
Man, I just came home. I'm trying to get my ass violated. 60-40.
Give this shit to my boy.
That seemed very easy.
Yeah, that was very easy.
Distribution?
Possession. And some loitering.
Loitering?
And behaving like assholes in the presence of sworn officers, boss.
I wanna hit him so badly. I wanna hit him so badly.
Jimmy.
The thing is, he is so, like, he wants to get that on Stringer. Like, he might just find something, you know what I mean? Like, right thing for wrong reasons, but, like, still.
Exactly, as always.
Yeah.
What?
He does things for the wrong reasons, but, like, also there's some right ones, you know what I mean?
You don't look at what you did before, you do the same shit all over.
Nice. I'm out of here.
I'm gonna love her. Actually, maybe that side character just like says...
Really care. Yeah, 23. I mean, exactly. It is personal with Stringer, but it's personal because of the thing that String has done.
Yeah. And like, boy, for whatever reason you do it, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always rooting for him, except when he's driving drunk.
Yeah.
Or trying to get back together with his wife.
Yeah.
Who said no thousands of times.
Yeah. Otherwise, he was doing
what
I agreed with.
Okay, let's see what's happening.
I don't know, like... Alex, do we have to go to like a dark fucking alley? You know what I mean? Like... Oh, is someone... Okay, that's interesting.
This is my split. Some bad luck there. Yeah, police came through, snatched up a brown stash or two. Shit happened to be yours. fuck, right?
You got a number?
A number?
Back in the day when the player tried to say he lost a package to the police, he had to give up a number for the report.
Well, we ain't back in the day. I'm getting fucking tired of your ass. Okay, walk it off, motherfucker.
You fucked up.
I no clue what's about to happen now.
I don't know either, but like...
I don't know if he's like...
Him?
Dude, could you know him? Like 14 years ago? Like maybe he arrested him, you know what I mean? Like,
I think he already passed.
Yeah, I thought like maybe he would recognize him.
Got them spider bags. 2 get you 3.
What?
You up? Spider bag. 2 gets 3. You up or you not?
He literally turned up his ear to be like, are you really asking me?
Fuck. Oh.
So
like I just got interested to find out more. So, we started season 3.
I can already tell you I'm gonna love the season.
Really?
Yes, I already feel it. The new characters, specifically, what is his name? Something like, there's like a double letter. Kari? Is it Kari maybe? Like something like Kat, I think it sounded
is
to me
it
like
Bunny?
Kari. Bunny is the officer.
Oh, I thought you meant Bunny.
And that's one thing. There are two, I like 2 standout new characters.
Okay.
That's Bunny then, yes. Bunny and Kari. That sounds ridiculous. Bunny and Kari.
I didn't hear his name at all.
Well, he was talking. And I don't know if he said, this is Kari, or if he said, get me Kari. I'm not sure. I just I think I just heard Kari and I was like, is that his name? Or like, are you talking to someone else?
Okay.
But like, you guys know which one I mean. The one that like left prison after 14 years.
The one who is from The Walking Dead.
But apparently from Big Expanse as well.
Yeah, I think that's where we know him more from, considering that like... that's the last thing that we have watched. We haven't watched The Walking Dead in years.
But like when you said like, is he from The Walking Dead? Like I had an image.
Okay.
Like I immediately had an image like of him in post-apocalyptic settings.
Yeah.
And so I was like, he definitely is Walking Dead, but I can't place.
But now I
googled it.
Yeah, but now I can't imagine that we haven't remembered while watching The Expanse. We haven't. Maybe we did. We just forgot, honestly, because I don't remember him at all right now.
No, me neither, but also, like, I have a memory of a goldfish, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really forgetful. So, like, I don't think anyone should expect me to remember things. Like, I'm gonna remember the most obscure things that you could possibly think of. Like, I'm gonna remember the most unimportant date in year, but, like, important things, nothing. It disappears from my mind. But we know him from The Walking Dead, and we know him from The Expanse.
He was Fred or Greg.
I'm still honestly not like Fred, but like Greg still suits. Yeah.
Well, now he's Cuddy.
I guess. Or maybe he's not and he called someone called Cuddy. He seems like he is about to be very interesting.
Or at least that his story could be very interesting.
Because like he was speaking to, like we saw him speaking to Weebay. Couldn't recognize Weebay for a second. Like there was, I don't know if Weebay was looking different to me a bit. I don't know what was different.
Why?
I don't know. Is there like a new, I mean, there's not a new haircut. His hair always looked shaven, kind of. So like, I don't know why he looked different. I don't know if he like maybe lost weight or something. I don't know. He looked different to me a bit. But like I first didn't recognize who he is, and I was paying attention to, I guess, Kari, because I was like, I know this one, and where do I know him from? But like he was speaking to him about something, and then Avon came, and like we found out that he's about to get released, and he has been here for 14 years, and like he knows Avon, and it sounds to me like, you know, they were potentially like working together before and whatever. And Avon was talking to him about basically going back to the business, and like he was I can't remember exactly what he was phrasing, but like in my mind he was telling him, you know, there's a place for you or whatever, just like, you know, you're gonna get back to business. Kari didn't seem happy about that. Like there was something in his face that indicated that he does not want to go back to how things were. And like, you know, when he walked away, Avon said something along the lines of like, this place broke him. I think that's what he said.
Yeah, it was like that. I just don't know what exactly that look was. Was he not, because like technically this could be a story from a guy who is now released from prison, that they could tell us how they can get away from it.
Yeah.
Like that could be that story, you know? even if they would want to.
Yeah.
Or he could have just been scared because like he wasn't in it for 14 years.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think we got enough information for me to say for sure how he's feeling, because honestly I had no clue, especially later after watching him get a package. To me he seemed scared or paranoid, like he got a package, he was kind of scared to put, you know, to walk off with it. So like I wasn't sure at those moments what exactly he's thinking. Honestly, especially because like he just left prison from where he was for 14 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't potentially want to go back. After that, we had completely, I mean, again, another interesting story with him where he got a package and the guy who left him a package told him like, if you want to go back, basically, we had a place for you, meaning like we can give you a real job. Like, not just like selling drugs, maybe more deeper into business, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they gave him the G packs or whatever as sort of a payment for him, and like it seems to me more as in like he wants to get back to his feet, because I mean he just got released from jail. I'm sure he doesn't have money, so like he just found the first drug dealer basically to like sell the package to, so that he could get some money and like maybe do something else. It seemed to me like he wants to do something else because like how they said that he got to jail. And that is like, if I understood correctly, because I think I missed the first line, but I think that's what Weebase said, that like that's how he ended up in jail, that he shot some guy and then called the police on himself and told them to get the guy.
That's what I understood as well.
And so like if someone immediately after shooting someone, and maybe it was like the first person that he shot, and he calls the police on himself and like gets arrested, that is someone that cannot work in this type of an environment or like do this business. And so
but
like,
I think
he might
he
have been
already done that business.
Done
but like drug business, but like maybe he had before that he has never killed a person.
Yes, that's what I want to say. Like he was working in the streets. Like he was like, I don't know, let's say Bodhi or something like that. He was someone like that.
I mean, Bodhi killed people.
Yes, but like before Bodhi killed a person like that. Like maybe he was doing something like that. And the second that he actually pulled the trigger and like took someone's life, like maybe that's when he was like, this is a step too far for me, because like he called the police on himself. And so like clearly if he had enough, what does fortitude mean? Because like I feel I want to say fortitude, but like I don't know what it means.
I don't know.
He had enough insight, I don't know, to realize that this is maybe not for him 14 years ago. And like if you sit with this crime that you did, that you clearly feel bad for because you called the police, if you sit with that for 14 years and like reevaluate your life and how you came to this, then to me immediately I go with he doesn't want to do this anymore. He wants to do something else.
I completely agree with you. I just don't know where his story is gonna progress.
I don't know
if he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, like if he, because right now he, let's say, gave the package to a guy who met him like few scenes before.
Yeah, I was like, he looks familiar. I don't know what scene he first appeared
in this episode. You remember? I think he was next to the guy that I called Cheese.
Yes, I think that's what yes.
I think that was him.
Yes, and he was exiting that house and he was like acting.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in the car.
Because at that moment I thought, but like the camera was too much on him for us to never see him again. So like I was like, okay, he's another new character, you know.
I mean, I think we said like, oh, who are you now?
Yeah,
like maybe. Who do we have now?
Potentially,
here?
And then he made a deal with a guy, and a guy accepted because he doesn't find him threatening.
Yeah,
you know, he's like he came back from 14 years in jail. He does not have connection. He's nobody right now here, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the guy doesn't even know him.
The guy doesn't even know him, but that's how it seems. Just like we got that impression, he could have seen that, like, you know, maybe this is not the way to deal with business, giving 60-40%. I don't know what would indicate to him that, like, he's not threatening at all. That, like, he can't do anything to you. Especially because like he doesn't want to deal by himself because like he doesn't want to go back to jail or something. Like, you know, stuff could have indicated that he is not threatening at all.
Yeah, because, I mean that's why the deal went the way that it did, because like it's like too simple.
Yeah,
and like the guy that we met that was sitting on the steps, he was like, yeah, sure, give it to me 60-40. I mean, of course, it's like 60-40. He had no intentions on giving him any money in the first place, so like he couldn't care less what percentages one says.
Exactly.
And so like that makes sense.
Exactly. So just I don't know now what is gonna happen, because like I think it could be very interesting, but I kind of have a feeling with Wire that we have watched like the very realistic scenarios, but like usually went on a more tragic side, if you ask me, you know. So like it could be a story of him who really wants to change his life around any way he possibly know how, you know. Wants to find a job, but like he was 14 years in jail, I don't know, like he can't find a job or stuff like that, you know. And at the end of the day he ends up doing drugs and dealing drugs and stuff like that again. So like I don't know if that's the story, or it's again, you and me, we always hope for we always want a hopeful story where he's gonna be able to leave this place. I just don't so far, if I'm going what Wire told us so far, that's not happening, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's just everything kind of ends tragically.
Yeah.
And like it would make sense to tell a story of a guy who gets out of prison, who maybe was in this drug world and wants to turn his life around. And like
as a kid. Yeah. Because if he's been for 14 years, then he went to prison when he was 20, you know?
Yeah, like he was still very young.
Yeah.
But like basically just to show you that like how many people go back to crime when they get out of jail because like there is no opportunity for them. Like that's
definitely what I think is gonna happen.
That's why the crime rates are so fucking high for prisoners who also get released, because like you kind of get stuck, you have nothing to do besides go back into the crime world, because like people are not gonna want to give you a job and everything, and like it becomes a really tough environment to survive in. And so like it makes sense how like then you exit the prison that's like supposed to be for you to be able to re-educate and reintegrate and like maybe not go back to the life that you led, but like it doesn't function like that. It functions like that in some countries, which I think is a good thing. Like I think Norway and like Scandinavia have it a bit better, but like in most places, especially America, here as well, like prisons do not serve for any type of
self-rehabilitation.
Yes, doesn't serve for rehabilitation at all. If anything, it makes you even less confident in the system than you were before. Like
absolutely, completely. So I definitely think that is the story we're gonna tell with him. Just by going with type of tragic scenarios and very realistic. I think again that's more statistically much more realistic scenario.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely.
So like for him who comes back so many years later, it's gonna even hard to find a place where he's gonna get a steady income, be able to provide for himself and stuff like that. Get away from this place. I especially with how it was set up, meaning with Avon saying this place broke him, but like later after people saying like if you ever want to go back, where you know, like if you want to get a real job or something like that, meaning deep into the business again, will hook you up. I just like it just like seems like he's not gonna be able to get away from that, even potentially at the end die, just because he is not for that. He wasn't for that 20 years ago. I don't think a prison made him stronger, meaning like he's now more for it, you know. So that is definitely, I think his stories could be amazing. I mean, really well written, and I think we could feel very much sympathy for him. You know. I think you could really root to love him.
Yeah, he seems like someone I would really care for if things go down the way that I think. I mean, it's like if his character is the way that I think he is, and like he wants to get away from this, I mean, that's immediately so easy to sympathize with. It's just a matter of seeing how this goes again. Considering how every season goes with like a tragedy, there's less to hope for, but like still they might want to be like, you thought this was gonna end badly. Look at this one, he escaped. You know what I mean? But like he would be again. I mean, he would be an exception. Like so few of the people that are here in this world, and everything just like leave. so fucking few.
Yeah, and I think if we had 10 of those who came out of prison, if we already saw that story, then potentially.
They're like one could.
Yeah, but like now when we only have one story like this, and we have talked about this, I think, through our reviews many times in, let's say, season 1. Why do they always go back to prison? Why do they always go back to crime and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So I definitely think that's a story for him. So just like it's either go back to crime and go to prison, or just go back to prison or crime and death potentially even.
Yeah.
Especially if we grew to love him, which I definitely think, judging by this episode, we will. Honestly. Yeah. Just like, I have a feeling he could be my favorite new character.
Yeah, I think there's so much potential there immediately.
Yeah.
Like from the first fucking scene you're in, you're like, oh, that's interesting. And I think that can just like really continue. And another character that just seems very like that we're gonna really like him, and it seems like he has like that he's decent as well, is Bunny. Is that his name?
Bunny. I think so. I mean, I think that's his nickname.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I don't think so.
Sure. I'd be like, I don't know what is the full name of a bunny, you know?
Yeah.
He also we saw him in the previous season, and like that's what I'm still basing most of my expectations on him on.
Yeah, but I really like how they're slowly giving him storyline. They're just like giving him scene here and there.
Yeah.
And usually those are either some sentences, like very short ones, or looks, mostly looks, let's say, in this episode. Whenever he saw what Carver and Herc were doing, beating up kids, and the way they were talking, you can just like see the disappointment in his eyes that this is the reality these people live in, you know? So, and later we also had a scene with him searching through neighborhood.
Yeah.
Where he watched what everybody is doing in those corners, and one kid even came up to him and straight went to the point and asked him if he wants to buy.
Yeah.
And like I said, those there's a really small amount of scenes so far.
Yeah.
But like they set up for us very well for us to be very interested.
Yeah. I mean, like immediately in the previous season where we had them when they started like rounding up all the guys that were just like standing there, you know what I mean? Like they just arrested everyone for like no goddamn reason.
Yeah.
And like they said, oh, finally something's being done. He was like, what is being done?
Yeah.
Like, what exactly are we doing here? Like he seems to understand how like the police department functions, in the sense that like he is not, when Herc says something like he ran so like my boot met his face or something like that, he is not gonna tell him, are you fucking insane? Because like that's how they operate, and that is the business that they're in.
But you can see
he's gonna
his
have
face.
a look of like disappointment on him. But like, you know,
but that's like that's like disappointment in the police.
Yeah.
That's like disappointment in the work that they're doing.
Yes.
But
and how useless it is.
Yeah, and how wrong and evil it is.
Yeah, I mean, like they kept talking about like so much of this episode. They were talking about how like they need to reduce the crime rate to like this amount of bodies per year, and like percentage-wise, they need to take it down to this, and like. And they're like, how are we gonna do that? And the way that they're gonna go about this is not actually like find something that works. They have a bullet hole, and they're gonna take a Band-Aid and just like put it on top of the bullet hole with the bullet still in it. Like it's fucking useless. Like they're gonna start charging people with less evidence. They're gonna start planting evidence, so they had someone to charge someone something with something. And then just like call it, oh, this is a solved case. Like they don't. It's not about the
and
justice
like I said,
of it
that's
all.
very easy to do, considering those people have no money to defend themselves.
Yeah, and again, it is not about justice. It is about us versus them. And I'm not saying us as in like the two of us. They're just like their mentality, us versus them. Like when Carver is standing on top of the car and like yelling, you don't get to win, we get to win. What the fuck do you mean winning? Like you are supposed
No, completely two same sides.
Like you are supposed to, your job is supposed to take care of the people. Like to take care of them. And not just like, oh, get a one up on them. That's ridiculous. Like, you're supposed to find ways to help the community. I mean, I don't know, like it never functioned like that. Like, what am I even speaking about, really? But like, in an ideal world, this is what policing should be. And again, the institution does not function like that, which is why I say burn it to the fucking ground. There is nothing salvageable in it. It is inherently evil. It is just inherently evil and it is wrong, but like, there's so many things that should be fucking burned to the ground because they just do not function. They do not function for people. They function for profit. And it's not about people, because like, if they're genuinely trying to reduce crime and reduce crime rates, let's start with like the main issue. Like, let's start from poverty. Like, let's start addressing that. Let's start like thinking about how do people come to do this, and not just like, oh, this guy is dealing, this child here is dealing drugs, let's arrest him and then like think we did something. What did you do?
Not only let's arrest him, let's beat him
up, and let's just like not give them, like, wherever you're walking, you fucking cannot walk through this neighborhood without getting like shoved to the wall for doing absolutely nothing. And that's just expected for them there. Like, that's just how they view them. And like, living in an environment where like you are constantly viewed as a criminal, as like less than, and treated this way, and that you're treated this way by the government, because the government is the one that like gives money to the police departments, and that keeps pumping up money for them to be even more forceful to black kids. How exactly do you expect them to turn out, having been treated this way and having been raised up in these types of environments that, again, they're put in because of the systemic racism? What exactly do they think that they're gonna like achieve here with it? Like, it's such a helpless situation. Again, I think the show portrays it in such a great way, and it is very, again, this is like 2004, I don't know, like 20 years ago. This again could be talking about the same fucking things today. There's like nothing different there, and it's just like it's what it is. It's gonna be a thing that we can like in every episode we can talk about the exact same thing.
About this,
like it's
this whole thing in season 1.
Yeah,
it was completely the same.
Yeah, but like it's gonna be interesting to see like Bunny, a new character in the police department.
Exactly.
His like point of view of this whole thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just interested to see those two new characters. Like, they're the most interesting to me now.
Yeah. Especially with Bunny, how is he gonna change anything? I mean, he did say. What did he say? What we had the scene with him and Rolls as well. He was annoying.
Oh my god.
Rolls in that one scene where he
said something on the lines of like, okay, we can like, I don't know, hide that this crime happened, but like, how do we hide a body? How do we hide a body to like make it seem like, oh, there's no body here?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And Rawls just looked at him like,
the way Rawls
Rawls's face is the funniest thing to me when someone, because like he is such a straightforward character that is so fucking hilarious, that he's like, well, I have this many murders, so like my clearance rate needs to be this percentage. Like, he's so ridiculous, but like I always laugh when I see Rawls. And so like seeing someone annoy him other than Jimmy, what a joy.
What a joy, literally. But like the difference with Rawls right now is because we're not watching him, even though his job, what he's doing is bad. Very bad, but like we're not watching him beat up the kids.
Yeah, I mean, that always makes it easier.
Beat up the other guys, you know.
Yeah.
Where we are seeing that constantly with Carver and Herc, and this was a nice reminder in this episode that they're not funny at all. Like, yes, like you said, we laughed so much with them. They were ridiculous to me in season 2.
Yeah,
because they haven't had an opportunity to show how powerful they are.
Yeah.
And how they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You know? So like, but like in this episode, we saw that. And it's very hard. It was very hard in that scene to just like watch those kids who are, one was against the wall.
Yeah.
But like the older ones are using those kits. I mean, they were that kids again. Everything is keep going in circles, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but like it's so hard to see that like those children who are from 7 to 12.
Yeah.
Who are the
like
ones who are
kids in this episode than most episodes.
But like, who are the ones who are hiding drugs?
Yeah.
In those situations where police comes.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are, because like police is gonna look at the guys
16-year-olds.
Yeah.
The older ones. Like, I can't.
Exactly. So like, they're not gonna look at 7-year-old child who is gonna take a bag and run with it, you know?
Yeah, and then like he's gonna get so mad and he like gets on top of a car and starts threatening them.
But like later, like after that, we find out that like they caught the guy, caught the kid, and they beat him up.
Yeah,
which is I don't know. That's just like on another level. You beat up a child.
From the bottom of my heart, just know that I hate them from the bottom of my heart. Like, I can laugh. Like, maybe sometimes they say something funny or they're ridiculous because, like, most times they are, and I will laugh. Just know that even when I laugh, I hate them from the bottom of my heart.
Like, it's like...
Awful.
How do you punch a kid?
I don't know.
10-year-old.
I don't know.
That's...
Like, this should not be surprising. This is in season 1. They're really fucking heartless.
Exactly, especially because you know how that kid, and not especially, they're a kid.
There's not, like, you don't
have... like, there is nothing else. But, like, how do you not have at least a little bit of empathy of why that kid carried those drugs?
Nothing.
Like, how...
They have nothing.
They
fucking have nothing.
That's just like fascinating in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know, to me. But yeah, also we had more scenes with Barksdales. I mean, Barksdales. I call Barksdales the
organization.
The whole organization, not just Avon. Like Stringer is a part of Barksdales, you know.
Yeah.
And we had that class that Stringer was giving.
That was very funny, actually, because like he is like yield the floor, you know, or to speak. I don't fucking know what they were doing, but like you have to raise your hand, stand up, speak.
When you get the floor,
and like when someone like speaks in turn, you don't
have floor, or something like that.
It's so funny to see them function like that. Like it's so funny to see Stringer implementing that type of a way. Again, it makes sense with Stringer's approach. And how different it is with Avon's approach. He's like taking it more as in like a business. And like he mentioned this time. I mean, we lost the towers. We kind of, the towers got demolished. But like Stringer was talking about, like basically kind of there's no more territory. It's not about fighting someone for their turf. It's just sharing in the profit. Because like we gave 3 of our 6 or something, whatever, like half. To Prop Joe, and like they still made a profit. They still had more of a profit because like they're selling good product. And so like for Stringer now, the way that he is viewing this situation is basically a thing that I would agree with. And a thing that like was mentioned by I think maybe Jimmy in season 1 or something, when he said like, you know, why can't like drugs just be bought and sold without people dying or something like that? And like Stringer was sort of saying like there's no point in them dropping bodies for territory because like then the police also come on you, when we can just like share in the profit. And like if someone is selling something on a turf and like we also want a part of that, just like sell our drugs to them as well, and just like everyone sort of profit off of it, which is less violent way to go about it, which I'm all for. And we'll see what happens with that, because Avon has a very different still image in his head. He was talking about like that he's about to like exit soon-ish.
The first hearing he's gonna definitely exit, but like the way he said that, to me it sounded like he's not really, he said it with such a confidence, and he talked about what he's like, when I get home, when I get this, when I do that, stuff like that.
When people start talking about a future, like, I'm like, are you not gonna have a future?
To me he's really said it in a way that like that's not happening. So maybe we were right with the scenario that like when that time comes, String is gonna pull some strings and keep him in the prison. I don't see that as right now.
Yeah.
Because like we haven't had any conflict with them at this point.
Yeah.
You know? But like I have a feeling that could actually happen by the midst of the season, you know?
Yeah.
When we have some conflict, it doesn't really have to be a real conflict. String can just see how that is gonna be bad for him.
Yeah.
And Avon coming out, bad for his business that he's trying to.
Well, because Avon did say something. I don't know what exactly it was, but like to me it sounded like basically when I come back we're gonna regain our territory. And he's like still very much looking at it as in territory and not just sharing of the profit, because it's not about the money to him, it's about the power.
Yeah.
And like the power lies in with like the territory that you hold. And so like that's how Avon is functioning. That's very different from Stringer.
Yeah.
And now, which one of them is gonna be in the right at the end of the day? I can't tell you. To me, it seems like Stringer's approach is an approach that I would head towards, because it's a less violent approach, and I am always for that. Like, people don't have to die, even if you're like selling and buying drugs. But also, Avon understands the street. I don't understand the street, you know. Avon understands the street, and like I don't know if there is like I think both are gonna lose definitely, but like I don't know if there's gonna be like does Avon lose because Stringer screws him over, and then Stringer loses because he doesn't understand the street? Well, then like he is sort of in the wrong. I mean, because like his approach again with just like let's share in the profit, and so sort of like everyone wins, does work in my mind. But also like someone could fucking appear that like doesn't want to do it that way and just like wants the territory and wants to be like Avon or something like that, and then like if he wants to start fucking killing and shooting, then like what do we do then? You know what I mean? Like I don't know how you deal with it then, because like the street is a street. And it's like it's much different than like what Stringer wants it to be, which is like a business. It doesn't seem like it functions that way.
I mean, I think the way Avon would win would be with a bloodshed.
Yeah.
You know? So in my mind, like I think because they're not gonna work together, because I really do believe that they both have their qualities and faults. And together they did a good business.
Yeah.
Let's call it like that. But I think String is gonna trick Avon.
Yeah.
And because of that, he's gonna lose.
Very potential.
And with that, Avon's gonna lose because like he maybe trusted Stringer or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be his downfall.
Yeah.
And either streets are gonna get them or Avon is somehow gonna get him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think police is gonna get him.
Yeah.
Like I don't think police is gonna be the reason why, let's say, String falls down.
No, I think
but like technically
dies.
could
I don't know
be
how,
yeah,
but
like,
Stringer's definitely gonna die.
Yeah, but technically could be like police is gonna get him, but maybe because he didn't understand, let's say, the streets or lost Avon, didn't have protection, didn't something like that could happen. That's definitely that's something that I would actually like. That the two of them lose because of the two of them.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be
I think that would be very poetic in my mind.
That would feel good for me.
Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, that's gonna be a very interesting thing to see this season as well. That's what I'm talking about. Like, they already like established many storylines that I feel like are just gonna be very good.
Yeah, our guys are having a vibe. They have the wire. They're trying to. They don't have anything yet. Small criminals can charge this with that or this with that, nothing special. So Jimmy is now, because of, we talked about that during the episode, because of his personal reasons, vendetta against Stringer, he wants to get him. But again, like you said, like it is personal to him, but it is personal because of the things that Stringer has done. He killed Dee, even though he does not know that, but he could blame him because Dee didn't want to be in the business and stuff like that, you know, because like Dee was about to tell them everything and they took that away from, you know, they convinced him not to. And now Dee is dead. And also they killed Wallace, who is a child, you know? So like I think because of the things that String has done, Jimmy hates him and wants to get him. And so again, kind of right reasons as well at the same time. But that's like still gonna be prolonged very much.
It's an unfinished thing for Jimmy. There was like that end scene in season 1 where they arrested Avon and everyone else, and he's like lingering there because like they didn't get Stringer, and he was able to like kind of get away with it, and that bugs Jimmy. Again, it's a personal reason that like someone that he knows is guilty of something just was able to manages to escape, and so like he says he the way that he speaks, it's like very much like it's in selfish reasons, like I need to win this over him because like how did he get away? But also there is that added reasons why he needs to do this, because like we saw the picture, he took the old evidence, we saw the picture of Wallace, and now he is looking into these suicide again, and so like that is enough for me. Like he is again does the right things for the wrong reasons most of the time, but like also he's not a heartless person. Like these things are he has these things in his mind, and like so he is going after Stringer, and I'm all for it, you know. So like whatever fucking reasonings he is doing, I'm still good with him. Like I'm still perfectly fine with this, and he is such a great character. I think he's such a very gray character. Like half the time I'm like, oh Jimmy, the other half I'm like, Jimmy. You know, it's just that's just who he is. That's what we have accepted.
Honestly,
with him.
I think 99% when I'm Jimmy, it's just like when he
with his wife.
When he
also. Yes, like
and when he drives drunk, that's number one for me. But like
I mean that is the worst thing he does.
Like
the driving drunk, fucking worst. I mean bunk as well. The worst thing that they do, and like I'm like, Jimmy, think like leave your wife alone, ex-wife first, and then second, like when you're around your kids and like there's an awkward situation with someone, you cannot act like a child. Like you cannot, like your ex-wife or whatever tells you bye or something, you just like walk away and not say bye. Like it's a petty thing, it's a small thing, it's like whatever, but like you have your kids with them, with you, like you have to set an example for them. You cannot be acting like pouting because like your wife is moving on, you know, like those things. He acts like a child.
Honestly, that scene, I think of all the things that scene just like
flew over your head.
Over my
like
head.
It's a minimal
until you said Jimmy, I didn't notice it. Honestly, I didn't even notice that he didn't
because
say
I was
God.
like because I was holding my breath when first the guy came, and I was like, do not say a fucking word first. Like in the terms like don't say anything bad because like your kids are here. If like if it was the three of you adults, okay, like whatever, be annoying, but like still your kids are here, act respectfully. You know, because like if your ex-wife wants to move on with this guy and like potentially that guy becomes the kid's stepfather, it's gonna be much easier for the kids to accept their stepfather if you are like okay with him. Like if you act normally, like he is not there because he cannot like accept that his wife is not gonna get back with him. But like we need to work on that.
And it's been 6 months.
You need
after
to work
the last
on that
thing that
boy.
happened, after she told him no.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. Fucking when I say Jimmy, like get it together in terms of that, you know. But like that's that type of character that he is. Like it's gonna be like I think constant thing until season 5, where like we might get some like deeper development with him before we leave him. In terms of like, okay, he might just like get better. Like he might fucking continue drinking and like maybe drink himself to death. I don't know, but I hope for a better ending.
I don't think so.
Like
never even crossed my fucking mind.
What?
That Jimmy's gonna die.
No, not die, but just like if he continues drinking, we finish the show, and you're like, he's still gonna continue drinking. Yeah, no, just like, you know, in the future, like I have no hope for him, you know. But like,
I think
I feel like they can finish it with me having hope for him.
I hope so.
That's what I mean.
I hope so. I would like that. I mean, that's what I expect.
Me too.
Again,
me too.
I think we're gonna have a lot of tragedies in this show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Jimmy's ending is not gonna be another one.
I don't see it necessarily. I really don't. Like, sure, I can see him continue drinking and being like just unhappy in his life. That would make sense as well. But like, hopefully we can just give him a bit of a like. He can still potentially be miserable. But like maybe he stopped drinking, so like he could stop being miserable. And like seek help and something. like leave it off on that.
Yeah.
Like that I can finish the story in my head and it's gonna be a positive one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like when you give me that option, it's a happy ending for me.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it. Very excited. Like this episode gave a good setup.
Yeah.
For the whole season, you know.
Yes.
So very
I really
excited,
liked
honestly.
it.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon.
Bye.